This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at another Kickstarter item. This would be Skybound's G.I. Joe Compendium set. This is supposed to contain all the G.I. Joe comics that were produced by Marvel back in the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Pre-cut open because I wanted to check to make sure what it was, right, when I got it. And this crap was heavy. Bubble wrap. Package and shipped by your friends from Quartermaster Logistics. You see something wrong or missing? Let us know. Okay, keep that in mind. Question is, would I realize it? Right off the bat, So we got these Cobra, the trading cards that they did, which I'm a little annoyed that they packaged them like this. I'm not gonna lie. If I knew they would be packaged like this, and who knows, maybe I misunderstood, but if I knew they were going to be in foil, I might have gotten 2 sets of each. Just to, because I hate the idea of opening these up, but apparently I did get 2 Larry Hama cards. Storm Shadow was a special one. I think that was the one you got when you signed up for their mailing list also. Cobra, G.I. Joe. Now, if I remember correctly, I only ordered 1 set of the comics, because you had your choice, right? You could order the G.I. Joe set, you could order the Cobra set, or you could order both sets. The nice thing was, the trading cards came with each set, but you could order the other set if you only bought 1. I'm not sure what's in this thing. G.I. Joe comic bundle. Ah, damn it. Okay. We got a Real American Hero number 21 with a foil cover. Image. We got a G.I. Joe yearbook. Skybound. Are these actually reprints of original books? And then we got G.I. Joe Special with Snake Eyes standing there like Spider-Man holding a knife. That's interesting. Set those aside. We got a G.I. Joe star sticker. Not too impressive. I think that means I got the G.I. Joe side, huh? We got a G.I. Joe patch. Not particularly interesting. We got a Storm Shadow Cobra Commander bookmarks. We got a set of prints. Sexy Baroness. Snake Eyes. Storm Shadow. What the hell is with the blank piece of paper? That Baroness one might go into a frame here and hung up in this room somewhere. Let's pause this and get this out. Okay, so I got the G.I. Joe edition unsigned. That's something else, you know, honestly. I generally won't pay for autographs. If an autograph is offered on something I kickstart, I will take it. But if you have to pay for it, I won't do it. There's another freaking box. Good Lord. By the way, I think the shipping on this was actually less than the shipping for the Boom Comics Power Ranger one that I got. Just saying. And I think I made my choice based on the characters on it, because I think it was CoverGirl and maybe Scarlet were both on books, but the Baroness wasn't on like the Cobra one or something. I can't remember. Okay, I just want to say this is starting to get ridiculous. But I guess at least you can say they packaged it really nice and protected. Even if I don't know how I'm going to get it out. Ow! That's heavy. So we got top secret clearance only. Guess that means I'm going to be in trouble because I don't have top secret clearance. On the side here we got Duke pulling a grenade with his teeth. We got G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. That's something you don't hear very often anymore. We got this nice image of the Joe team. Both CoverGirl and Scarlet are there. Timber, Lady J, Roadblock, General Hawk, Flint, Gung Ho, Stalker, Doc. I think that's Rock and Roll, and I think that's supposed to be Clutch or Breaker, maybe? Not sure. Okay, now for our next layer of packaging. Of course, I've got it upside down. Okay. These are huge. Oh my god. I think they sent PDFs also, so I might have to read those instead. I prefer physical media, but I think I'd give myself a hernia trying to read these. So, here's our first cover. It's Snake Eyes. Star Joe at the back. Joe Star at the back. Snake Eyes on the side. Ow. Dude, this is... I think the reason why all the papers are sticking together is because of this glossy shit on the side here. I don't like the way that's happening. I mean, they're using better than standard paper for this, but it's not like the normal, like the glossy comic paper that you get, you know, with a lot of comics. So it's better than standard, but not quite high grade, which is a bit disappointing. There's the Baroness looking like a psycho. But yeah, I haven't read any of this yet, so... Or I should say, I've read very little of G.I. Joe. And again, I think these are just the... We had a bit of a snafu where the camera was running out of space, which of course comes because it updated. And the update always increases the amount of space being used. But it also gave me a chance to throw out the boxes, or at least the overpack. And I found this pin in there that I had missed earlier, so... That's good. But yeah, so as I was saying, the paper there does feel like I said, it's better than comic paper, but not quite as good as the glossy paper. But I will start reading those. That was Snake Eyes. Here we have our Scarlet cover. We have Sergeant Stalker. And last but not least, we have Duke, I am assuming. Oh, well, shit, look at that. I am going to have to contact them and see about a replacement for that, because that's awful, and I spent way too much money on this to have that kind of crap in here. God damn it. That sucks. Alright, well. So when I went to the Quartermaster site to put in my issue, which is the top thing there, probably not the most articulate, these are the responses from the emails I got. The red is their response, and then of course, obviously, the white is what I've replied. May have sounded a little bit bitchy too, but I was kind of annoyed, I'm not going to lie. And they responded a lot faster than I expected, so I've got to give them credit for that. Because I think I got my initial response early in the morning, and then after I responded to them, I got a second response, like, probably within a half hour. Hopefully Skybound will send me a replacement for Volume 4. If they want to send me a return ticket, I will return the damaged one, I don't care. I would just like a nice, complete set in good condition. If that doesn't happen, though, I will admit that will probably stop me from buying any more of their products. No more Transformers, G.I. Joe or Void Rival comics for me if this doesn't get a replacement sent at some point. But that's where we're at right now, and I will probably update you on the community page in the future when I find out what else happens. Or maybe I'll make a whole video if they do some replacement. We'll see. So I wanted to try to give you guys kind of a close-up look inside of here. Here, we'll move this out of the way too real quick. You'll notice that they have these little foam strips down at the bottom of the case. And that is, of course, obviously to slide this into to help keep everything nice and smooth and straight, I guess, and in place. So that's kind of a nice touch. It really is too bad that my volume 4 is damaged. I did contact, before recording this, I did contact that quartermaster place and let them know that one of my books is scarred. So hopefully I'll hear back from them and get a replacement for it. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the trading cards. Again, I hate opening them up, but I mean, there's no other way to look at them, right? So on the Joe team here, Snake Eyes, Stalker, Scarlet. Oh, shoot. You know what? We should have looked at the back, too. Lots of information on the back. Feel free to pause to look at it. We got Hawk. I feel like Hawk is one of the few characters who actually was promoted, because he started out as lieutenant, then he ended up as general. We got Cover Girl. We got Duke. Looks a bit like his first classified version there. Beachhead, the jerk of the team. Lady J. Flint. Gung Ho. Mutt and Junkyard. They look pretty cartoony there. What is with Mutt's face? Oops. Roadblock. Spirit and Freedom. Shipwreck. And Polly. Jinx, and that's kind of a weird pose. Tunnel Rat, my man. Again, probably my favorite Joe of all time. Bazooka. It's kind of weird that they got a card for Bazooka, but they didn't add Alpine in there, because we're back at Snake Eyes again. Let us see some Cobras here. Cobra Commander. The Baroness. Damn, she looks good there. Destro. Major Blood. Zartan. Honestly, not too big a fan of that artwork there. Serpentor. Tomax and Zaymont. As you may remember, quite the disappointment with the Super 7 figures I got. Dr. Mindbender. Firefly. Copperhead. I wonder if I'll ever get his vehicle unclassified. I think it's one of those ones that's too small to become a HasLab. The Cobra Bat. The Crimson Guard. I still want to see a female Crimson Guard made. Crocmaster. And Fiona. Even though it doesn't say that. Zarana. It's a whole different hairdo than we got with the classified one or the original one. Although her weapon does look more like the original version. Wild Weasel. We will have to wait to get until the G.I. Joe Classified HasLab is done. Scrap Iron. And finally, Globulus. The one I accidentally ordered 2 of. Larry Hama with a sword. That's kind of funny. And Zap. And then we finally got our Storm Shadow trading card here. I guess we'll have to open that one from the bottom because the card's all the way at the top. I don't trust my cutting skills to cut the top when it's that close. Storm Shadow, who's been on both the Joe and Cobra side. So that's all of it for our trading cards. I think this is great. Oh, and this is a poster that came out of that book 4 when I was messing with it. I mean, it's the same image from the cover. It would have been a pretty decent poster to hang up, except for the whole being folded thing. This is the one thing I don't understand about a lot of these groups when they put things together. The folds kind of ruin the artwork. So to me, if you're not going to send it flat or you're not going to roll it in a tube, don't offer it. That's my thought. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at the compendium. This is going to take me a hell of a lot longer to read than anything else right now. And I do really need to read it. I am not very familiar at all with the Marvel Comics G.I. Joe. I think when IDW had it, I did read the story with the Don Moreau as Snake Eyes 2 or Snake Eyes 3. I don't remember what they called her. But other than that, I haven't really touched much in the line of G.I. Joe comics. You know, maybe something here or there that looked interesting. I read the G.I. Joe Danger Girl crossover. Now there's some artwork we are probably never going to see again for a long time, which is a shame. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to subscribe. Leave a like down below. That would be excellent. Or should I say, blow away that like button. This I command. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.